off the charts. Gotta get here.
My name's Tash. I did the race last year and I absolutely loved it. I decided to sign up because it was advertised not just for, you know, pro riders to race it out. It was also a social aspect. It was about getting out there and having fun. And I thought, well, you know, if I can't be at the top of Dragon Trail, well, I'll chase for the Lantern Rouge at the Dragon Trail and have some fun in the moments along the way.
I'm Luke Webster, local from St Helens. Dragon Trail last year inspired me to get training and give it a go. Really looking forward to the 3 days of pedalling through some fantastic trails. Yeah, I don't think being a local is going to be too big an advantage, to be honest. Maybe the descents might be a bit of an advantage, but there's so much climbing out there that those guys who have the big engines are really going to do well, and so much time to be made on the climbs. Yes, I've been here in the area for 15 years riding mountain bikes, and it's been great to see the progression of the trails. The old Blue Tier track that we're actually riding up on day 2, that used to be the descent that we'd come and ride. It's going to be a super challenge to get up there. I know we'll be off the bike a bit, but it's really good to see the mix of trails between the single track and the old school in there, and there's definitely lots for everyone.
My name's Michael Milton. I am here at the Dragon Trail start, just about to watch one of the groups go past, and I'm here to ride mountain bikes and have fun. So I grew up and went to school in Canberra, and I guess, you know, old school Majuro mountain bike trails. Started riding in about 1990 on a fully rigid thing with cantilever brakes, and thought V-brakes were great when they came out. But I'm a little bit old school. I love riding a hardtail. One of the bad parts about having one leg when you're riding is that one leg going up and down just bobbles the suspension the whole time, which I don't like the feel of. So yeah, that's me. I love riding my Trek hardtail, got to drop a post on it and things, and a little bit old school.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride and find myself, I am alive, and I soar. Still I run toward the wind and let the challenge draw me in, cause I want more. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 We are all looking for adventure.
As you can see from me, it's wet. It's pretty wet and slippery.
Well done.
That climb up frame was brutal. Very brutal. About 10 k's of fire road climbing that took the sting out of me. Probably slowest run down there I've had for a long time. I was really struggling to get up on the pedals, because every time I stood I'd cramp in my quads, and then I'd sit down, I'd cramp in the hammies, and then the hip flexors would go. So yeah, well done day 1.
The end of day 1 Dragon Trail. An amazing trail out there, some beautiful scenery, some cool quirky bits. The tunnel was super cool. Yeah, a couple of killer climbs today for me. Frome Road wasn't too bad, up on Fire Trail, but then we hit this kind of old eroded full drive track that I couldn't ride, and yeah, I was a bit over the hopping, to be honest. You know, you're up there and there's people just walking up with their bikes and they're just dropping you like a bomb. And I thought I might just tell a few stories and about having one leg, but I want to turn it around a little bit and have a look at it in a different way to perhaps the way most people might look at having disability. Because I've had one leg now for nearly 35 years, and I have a pretty good understanding that there are negatives to having one leg, but there are also positives. There are good parts to having one leg. Number 1, you don't have to carry pairs of shoes. And for somebody with a shoe fetish like myself, that usually means I get twice the variety in my bag. Number 2, rockstar parking outside of every building in the country. We're at a bike event, so number 3 might be it's easier to get on and off a bike if you don't have to throw your other leg over. You just lift your stump up and you're on the seat, ready to go. On, off, quick and easy.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, cause there's excitement in the chase.
It's a stressful moment of trying to get everything onto the bike that I can, so that I don't have to carry a backpack, and I can carry the compulsory jacket and thermal for the day. So it's not usual for me to ride with a thermal and a jacket, and but here we are. Race compulsory items. Tough recovery, lots and lots of drinking.
What, beers?
No beers. No beers. It was actually really tough. I struggled with not being hungry. I knew I needed to eat, knew I needed to drink, but I just didn't want to do either of them.
We are all looking for adventure. We are all looking for adventure. We are all looking for adventure. Oh, wake up heart and wake up mind, and see the world is yours to find. And
I'm just set up the bike for me to go down the mountain and take photo of the guys. Try to not get too much weight on my back because it's a long way. So try to put everything on the bike. Even then, camera, big lens.
My name is Keith Conley, and today I'm looking after the first aid station on day 2. So we're on top of Blue Tier, which is the start of the 2 big rides back to Wellborough and also to St Helens. So today the riders have a really big climb, and as you can probably see in the background, it's pretty cold, foggy. At the moment the conditions aren't too bad. The riders should be okay. The track conditions are probably going to be pretty icky and slippery coming up, but we've got a big southerly coming through, so I think this cloud should clear and they should have a fairly decent descent down.
Oh, it's so rocky out there, so wet. Fell over in a couple of rivers. It's insane out there. A lot of walking, running.
Yeah.
It's just like, it goes forever, and there, and because the rocks are slippery, get your front wheel in the wrong place, it will slip out, back wheel in the wrong place, it will slip out, so it's kind of hard to judge. Just the front, it's the, yeah.
Oh, the buckle. Yep. So we just had a situation where someone's shoe buckle failed, so that can be a key difference between keeping your place in the race or dropping back, and that guy lost maybe 2-3 places just then, simply because a little buckle on his shoe failed. So we had to have some gaffer tape, which fortunately we had, and just wrapped it up real quick and sent him on his way. I've had ones where someone's left their shoes behind and someone who's pulled out has given another person their shoes, and we've actually had to cut the entire top of the shoe off so their foot can fit in, and then we've duct taped it up, and it's been like that for the rest of the race.
I went over the hangers already.
Oh mate, keep it on too.
hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride and find myself, I am alive, and I soar. Still I run toward the wind and let the challenge draw me in, cause I want more. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. We are all looking for adventure. We are all looking for adventure. We are all looking for adventure.
I'm Jess. I'm at the Ansons Bay Midway aid station, and this morning we're providing snacks, nutrition and energy for the riders as they come through. Apples, pears and bananas, but banana is always handy to take on the ride because it's just one of those items you can just chuck in the back of your pack and ready to go.
Hydration.
Riders are always coming in ready to go. Sometimes. It's hard.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm glad I was able to get on that flatter section.
I'm more of a morale officer actually, and Zedia here is also there for support, so she'll bark along and tell you to keep riding hard.
So far so good. Cool water in the that blue tier ascent was nice and refreshing for them, like an ice glass. Keep it going. We've got about lots to go.
This seat was epic! This is just where all the crowds were going.
I'm not sure whether the tyre choice was the best for that, but we got through, kept it upright and dodged all the rocks and roots that are popping their heads up now. Yeah, I had to play within myself for that. I knew I'd cook myself if I went too hard, so it was a pretty mental game for that one.
Riding up the riverbed, I tell you, that was hard. And some of the rivers I went straight through, there was two sides. I went up to the left, I thought that looks a little bit shorter than the other way. And I went straight in and totally submerged.
Women's department, woo! Excellent, Definitely a good adventure out there today. The free crossings and definitely a lot deeper than last year.
Straight into the water, Super Beach for a lovely cool off and get the mud off.
Stage racing is such a fun way just to go camping for a few days and ride bikes, and you always meet new people and have fun, and the trails here are so awesome.
Really going to take the time to enjoy it, and definitely going to have a swim in the dreaming pools no matter how cold it is.
Looking forward to today actually. It's last of the 3 days. It's been a big couple of days, but this has been my training ground, so it'll be nice to have some trails that I know and just get out there and do what I can do.
We are at the start of day 3, a little bit less gas in the tank each day, certainly feeling it after blue tier yesterday, but yesterday was some hard work, but you know, what a reward with the descents and the finish and everything. So looking forward to a bit more riding today, and looking forward to a couple of days. I don't know if I want to see my bike for a couple of days. Cool.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride, by myself I am alive, and I soar. Still I run towards the wind, and let the challenge draw me in, 'cause I want more. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 Oh, wake up heart and wake up mind. See the world is yours to find, and know with every passing day there's more calling you out to explore. Get up and go. There is joy found in the race, and I feel it in the place where I'm free. And I simply can't deny it, that I feel adventure calling out to me. Yeah, we are all looking for adventure. 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 We are all looking for And I'm living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. Living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. I'm living free, living free.
Got a bit lucky. Smashing the descents. These guys were just monstering me on all the climbs, but managed to peg back on the descents and keep with them on the flying single track. So a little bit of local knowledge come in a little bit handy then.
Nice work, boys. Bigger title for Dragon Trail female.
Finish it again.
Yeah, it's not Australia, it never happened.
So today was just amazing, flowy, everything that I wanted out of today. Stopped, had a swim and in the dreaming pools, just lost myself in the flow of the trails and just loved every single moment. And and just took things one step at a time. Went to the aid stations, had a nice little lunch and then a second lunch, and yeah, it was just fantastic. Loved every moment.
So we're in camp here, end of day 3 in St Helens. I've had a shower. I don't feel like moving very much, and I don't feel like I need to see my bike for the next few days. But it's been a great experience. I guess I've done a lot of mountain biking. I've done a lot of different events and stage races and adventure races and riding with mates and stuff. And I guess for me, what I learned from this experience was just the way mountain biking is evolving. I guess from riding in the 90s and original trail build, and obviously that's progressed and now into a bit more machine built trail. I guess I live in Canberra and I see a lot of hand built trail, pretty traditional stuff, but it's certainly very different here. The flow, the swoopiness, the kind of, I guess I'd call it the roller coaster feel. You go down through a dip and you make a corner and then you're up and over and it's riding downhill is lots and lots of fun, and there's no doubt you earn it in a place like this. When you're in an event and you're riding up, you kind of get an idea of why there's so many e-bikes and shuttles around this place. But it's been a pretty tough but a really rewarding ride for me, and now's probably not the right time to start talking about doing it again, but maybe we'll see.
I guess for me personally, I notice other people, men and women, they go out and they have like a wellness retreat, they do a hiking retreat, they do a yoga retreat, all just to escape for a little while. And for me, this was my wellness retreat. And it was just to go out there and have some nice little adventures, but in a very safe environment. So I could go out, I could ride my heart's content. I could know that no matter how long I stayed out there, everyone would be here waiting for me. They'd be looking after me if I had any issues. So I really had a retreat where I had no real worries about what could or would happen. All I had to worry about was to just keep pedaling and enjoy the ride and take photos and have my little breakfast, second breakfast, lunch, second lunch along the ride, and just enjoy it. That's my retreat, and I go back at the end of the day and I feel refreshed and recharged from it. Yeah. Thank you so much. I will be buying you one of these.